Good morning, students. I am Manikant Mishra, Modern English School, New Area. So today we are going to discuss molecular mass and formula unit mass. We have already discussed about the atomic mass of an element. As we have discussed about the atomic mass of an element expressed in atomic mass unit. Similarly, first of all, the molecular mass, the sum of all the atoms present in a molecule of a substance, sum of all the atoms present in a compound or in a substance, sum of the atomic masses of all the atoms present in a molecule is called molecular mass. Once again, what is a molecular mass? Sum of the atomic masses of all the atoms present in a molecule is called molecular mass. Sum of all the atoms present in a molecule is called molecular mass. So relative mass of a molecule is expressed in atomic mass unit. Relative mass of a molecule is expressed in atomic mass unit. So now how to calculate the molecular mass of a substance? As for example, like a O2, molecular mass of oxygen, molecular mass of oxygen, molecular mass of O2. Now atomic mass of oxygen is 16. In one molecule of oxygen, how many atoms are present? There are 32. And as I said, relative mass of molecule is expressed in atomic mass unit. So, similarly, carbon dioxide, molecular mass of carbon dioxide, molecular mass of carbon dioxide. Now atomic mass of carbon is 12. Atomic mass of oxygen is 16. How many oxygen are present here? 2. Now 12 plus 16 to the 32. Now 12 plus 32, that is a 44. It means what? Molecular mass of carbon dioxide is 44, but relative molecular mass of carbon dioxide is 44 U. Atomic mass, U stands for at unified mass, that is a atomic mass unit. Now you see that how we got 44. 44 is nothing but it is the sum of the atomic mass of all atoms present in a carbon dioxide. 44 is the molecular mass of a carbon dioxide. 44 is the molecular mass of a carbon dioxide. That how it comes? It comes because when we have taken all the atomic mass of the atoms present in one molecule of carbon dioxide. So sum of the atomic mass of all the atoms present in a molecule of a carbon dioxide, that is equal to 44U. Similarly, like a molecular mass of CH3OH, molecular mass of CH3OH equals to, now carbon molecular mass of CH3OH is need to find out. Now atomic mass of carbon is 12 plus hydrogen has atomic mass 1. How many hydrogen are present here? 3. Plus next atom, oxygen, atomic mass of oxygen 16. Plus again hydrogen is there 1. Once again you see the molecular mass of CH3OH is need to find out. So first atom is carbon. So atomic mass of carbon is 12 plus hydrogen 1. How many hydrogen? 3. 3 into 3 plus now oxygen. Atomic mass of oxygen is 16 plus there is only 1, so no need to multiply, plus next is hydrogen, only 1. So sum of the atomic masses of all the atoms present in a molecule, that is a molecular mass. So now 12 plus 3 plus 16 plus 1. Now 32U, 17, 20, 22. So the molecular mass of CH3OH is 32 and relative molecular mass of CH3OH is 32U. So this is the way to calculate the molecular mass. So from this also you can define what is the molecular mass. So molecular mass is nothing but it is the sum of all the atoms present in one molecule of a substance. How to calculate the molecular mass? It is the sum of the atomic mass of all the atoms present in a molecule. That gives the molecular mass of a substance. And molecular mass of a substance, relative molecular mass of a substance is expressed in atomic mass unit, as we had expressed the atomic mass of an atom also in atomic mass unit. Now let us talk about the formula unit mass. Next we are going to talk about the formula unit mass. Formula unit mass is also, we calculate the formula unit mass in the same way as we calculate the molecular mass. The sum of all the atoms, formula unit mass is the sum of all the atoms present in a formula unit of a compound. But why we call here formula unit mass? And just we have discussed about the molecular mass. My dear student, please keep it in mind that you will study in class 10 in detail that compound formation takes place in the two manner. Basically that we talk about the compound, one is a covalent compound, another one is a ionic compound. Covalent compound and ionic compound, that you will study in class 10, please. But here little bit I need to make you understand, that's what I am mentioning it here. As I said, basically broadly we talk about the two types of compound. One is a covalent compound, another one is a ionic compound. In a covalent compound, this compound associates only the molecule. Like if you talk about the carbon dioxide, H2O, NH3, CH4, these are covalent compound, and in these only and only molecules are present. Atom combines and atom combine atoms of the same atom or atoms of the different atom. Here atoms of the same element and here atoms of the different element combine and forms a molecule. Forms a molecule. Here all these are an example of a covalent compound. Here in a covalent compound only and only it constitutes molecule. But on the other hand, when we talk about the ionic compound, NaCl, MgO, CaSO4. So in these ZnO, so these compound combine with two different elements, two or more than two different elements, but it forms by the formation of the ion. Like NaCl formed due to formation of first ion, like sodium ion and chloride ion. Sodium ion and chloride ion, when they combine, then it forms sodium chloride. It means this compound constitutes ion. All these compounds, like here 2 plus 2 minus, Ca2 plus SO4 2 minus, plus 2 minus 2. So here you see in all these compound, their constituents are in the form of ion. So compound which are formed or its constituents are ion. Compound are formed by the combination of ions. So these compounds are called ionic compound. This compound is called ionic compound because its constituents are ions. So compound which is formed by the combination of ion, those compounds are called ionic compound. It will be wrong to call molecular formula of NaCl molecular formula of MgO, molecular formula of CaSO4, molecular formula of ZnO, because these compounds do not constitute molecule, rather their constituents are in the form of ion. So that's why we do not call it as a molecular formula, rather we call it as a formula unit. So when there is a need to find out its mass, so we call it as a formula unit mass of a sodium chloride, formula unit mass of a magnesium oxide, formula unit mass of a calcium sulfate, formula unit mass of a zinc oxide. So hopefully my dear student, you have understood why do we call one at a molecular mass, another one is a formula unit mass. The method of calculating the formula unit mass and molecular mass is the same, but only here we call it a different name because one constitutes molecule, another constitutes ion. So formula unit mass is also sum of the atomic masses of all the atoms present in a formula unit of a compound. What I said? Formula unit mass, the sum of the mass of all the atoms, sum of the mass of all the atoms present in a formula unit of a compound. Sum of all the atomic mass present in a formula unit of a compound is called formula unit mass of a compound. As for example, formula unit mass of a compound NaCl. Formula mass of NaCl. 23. Atomic mass of sodium is 23 plus Cl 35.5. So formula unit mass is 58.5. Now unit U. Similarly, formula mass of MgO. Formula unit mass of a MgO. Mg 24 plus 16. Magnesium has atomic mass 24 and the atomic mass of oxygen 16. So this equals to 40 U. Similarly, if you want to find out calcium sulfate, calcium 40 plus sulfur 32 plus oxygen 16. But how many oxygen are there? 4. 16 into 4. 40 plus 32 plus 64. Hopefully correct. So this is the way to find out, my dear student, a formula unit mass of a compound. So if you have please any doubt, let me know. These days you people are not writing any questions during the online time. Honestly, you watch the video and you see if there is any doubt, please inform me. Thank you. Have a nice day.